Line VTY, in this case I have 0 and a 4. Let's talk about what this means. Let's go over to a switch and take a look at that. So there are several VTY lines, and what those are telnet lines. We can actually configure the router not through the console port, not through the auxiliary port, but through one of the ports on the switch or router. So what I'm going to do is go directly from Fast Ethernet on the PC here to one of the Fast Ethernet ports on the switch. Now, I've done a lot of configuration on these two devices prior to this video, so that you can, I can skip them at this point, because they would just confuse the issue. Now, this thing hasn't started communicating yet. I can tell by the link light; it's still orange. I have to wait for that to turn green before I can really communicate with this switch. But as soon as that does turn green, I will be able to go over to the PC and to the command prompt. It is green now, and I'm going to type telnet 10 10 10 2. I believe that's what I gave it. No, I'm sorry, it was 10002. I need to try that again. So let's try it again. Telnet 10002. This is an IP address that I put on there. Cisco. This is the IP address I put on there for telnet purposes. But you can see I can now control this switch directly through no password set, and I didn't set a password for this, but I can control this switch now directly through this line that goes to one of the ports on the switch. Turns out that there are anywhere from 5 to usually 16 of these ports on the switch. Let me go back to the switch for a moment, and I'm in global config mode, and if I say line VTY, it says incomplete command, so I'm going to put a question mark here, and you can see it says 0 through 15. I have, in this case, 15 or 16 different ports, 0 through 15 telnet lines that I could run into those ports on this machine. Now, in the example I gave back here, I only had 0 through 4. So depending on what you want to do, in this case I want to be able to handle, to do something to all 4 of them, and so I'm going to put them all there. 0, this means 0 through 4. In this case over here, I would not use 0 through 4. I'd use 0 and then a space 15. And now I'm configuring all 15 lines all at the same time. That's what the VTY is. It's the telnet ports, and we would use telnet to control the device through a standard Ethernet connection to that device rather than through the console or through the auxiliary. That's real handy when this thing is live in a network and you're not local at it in order to plug into the console port.